Rock Salt Musecast Experience with Aaron and Dave. 3 days under. Patrick Rivers on the line with us all the way from Kentucky.
Taking a few minutes before they go out on a weekend run.
I'm trying to think of Kentucky jokes, man. I mean, I'm having a hard time. Do you guys get tornadoes out there?
Not often.
No? Okay, you don't live in a mobile home?
No. See, that's good. See, you're getting it. You're getting it. There, you're getting close.
I'm trying.
But he grew up.
You haven't brought out
across the street from a ranch or whatever. A cow pasture.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
So did you chuck a lot of cow patties, or?
I did.
Yeah,
I did.
I mean, I know that's like sport for some people, chucking cow patties.
It's chucking flat rocks into cow patties to see how big the splatter can get.
I thought you took the dried ones and threw them like frisbees or something like that.
Whoa, that ain't Kentucky, bub.
Oh, okay. I might have to talk to Saving Jackie about that, or Reborn. Maybe it's a Texas thing.
Let me ask you.
Yeah,
this,
it might be.
I'm a huge Tommy Boy the movie fan.
Yeah.
Did you see the movie?
Oh, of course.
Chris Farley. Okay.
How could you miss a Farley flick?
Right.
That's true. And so he does the cow tipping. Is that?
Yeah.
You ever been cow tipping or been out with buddies who've done that? Or
there have always been attempts. There have always been attempts to cow tip, but those cows aren't going down. If you show me the person who weighs especially at a teenage years, $130, going to go push over a 500-pound beast because
you're gonna have to,
dude.
You're gonna have to get somebody like the Fridge to go out there.
Yeah.
And
yeah. So
put their shoulder into them, you know.
Yeah.
So the cows are undefeated.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes. Cows $1 billion. These guys nothing.
It sounds like it's too much work. You know, as a kid, I'll tell you, this was our mischievous thing as a kid. I had a 66 Nova, you know, solid car. And we had these garbage cans that the county issued to everybody that would flex. They would flex like this. And we would roll up on those things at like 60 miles an hour and just lean into it real quick. And because they flex, the way it would hit the car, you could send that thing flying for 30, 40 feet. That was our cow tipping. We grew up in the city, you know.
Did some can tipping.
Yeah, it was garbage can hunting is what we used to call it.
Like human raccoons is what you were.
Yeah. It was all about distance, man. Okay, I got it to go 30 feet. How far can you get yours to go?
So you just released Shadows, and you talked about off air a new project that you guys are working on. Hopefully we'll finish during this holiday season or just beyond the new year. How many tracks is that going to be?
Hopefully 12 or 13.
Okay.
We've been working on this new project since we released the last one in 2018.
Okay.
So we're just making sure it's just right, you know?
Yeah.
But I think we probably got half of it written. But again, like I was telling you earlier, we're lazy and procrastinators. And so when we really wasted our Rona time when everything was locked down and nobody could go anywhere. We really, really wasted it saying, well, we got time. We're going to stay locked down another forever. So, but then we started not caring and doing what we wanted to anyway. So here we are with no new album, but hopefully it'll be spring, summer of next year. That's the goal, because we normally take off right before Christmas and come back into January. But this year we are going to work straight through and just get it done, get it knocked out.
Good. I'm a big cover fan. I love when bands cover. You got a cover on this next project, or maybe a cover you guys do in your shows?
The covers we do are really, really stupid. Like super stupid.
Like SpongeBob SquarePants stupid, or
no, that's childish. That's not stupid. But no, we do. Oh man, I can't believe I'm going to admit this. I guess it's out there anyway. We cover Footloose. That's fun.
Oh, nice. I think that's cool, actually.
We cover Hit Me With Your Best Shot. That's fun.
Cool.
We just recently started covering Hello by Adele. That's pretty sweet.
I'd have to hear that one, because I'm sitting here going, I don't know about that.
Dude, if you get on tonight, I don't know what you guys are 3 hours behind us.
Yeah.
We're doing that cover tonight at the Disciple Factory.
Are
now,
you
I'm not sure if
streaming?
it's gonna.
Are you
I
streaming
think we're gonna
tonight?
set up some kind of live stream on the page.
Oh,
So
cool. All right.
So
So we'll check that out then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we'll see if we can tie into the board to get the board mix into the feed, and then go from there. See if we can just stream it pretty well. I mean, the visual might not be great, but hopefully sound wise it can be. But we're doing Hello tonight, and it's pretty rocking. What else do we do? They'd kill me. The guys would kill me.
He's giving away all the secrets, Aaron.
Turn up the radio. We've done that one.
Oh, I love that song. That's
Yeah.
Autograph.
Yeah, it sure is, man. I don't know. I think there's a few more, but Power of Love, yes. We've covered that one too.
Huey Lewis.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Huey Lewis and the News. But
you
honestly,
can't
we
go
try
wrong with the Power of Love.
No.
That's like a standard.
Yeah, it's like Back to the Future, and it makes you just want to go be all nostalgic.
Yep.
So speaking of nostalgia, real quick, completely off topic. Have you guys seen the new Ghostbusters movie yet?
No, but I want to.
Next Wednesday.
Is that when we're going?
Yeah, next Wednesday.
Have you seen it?
I went yesterday.
Oh, don't give it
Dude,
away.
I'm not, but just take extra napkins, dude. I cried. Man, I cried.
Yeah.
Stupid. Now, yeah, I might tear up now. Shut up, guys. Why'd you bring that up? Daggone.
Did it stay true to the original?
They did a fantastic job with it. They really did. They really, it wasn't like that crap reboot they tried to put out a few years back.
I was just going to mention that is everybody likes to hound on, oh, you didn't like it because it's women. And it had nothing to, I would have absolutely loved it if it was a good movie.
Yeah.
It was just bad.
Yeah.
It was just bad. And I didn't see it. I mean, I saw the trailers and went, oh, that's so bad. I'm not even going to spend my money or time on that. And,
I saw it, and I'm telling you, it was bad.
Yeah. And they had nothing. I mean, there's great female comics in that. I mean, people that I really like Kristen Wiig and who else was in that? I don't know.
I don't even know.
But I know Kristen Wiig was in it. She's really funny.
Usually a trailer will get me to the theater. Usually like they can get enough.
No, that one was like hey, that was like a don't come. It was a big sign sitting out front. Beware, you enter at your own risk.
The trailer was just bad, and I did no interest in the movie. But it was about 2 years ago. You go, hey, they're coming out with the new Ghostbusters, and he showed me, and then it didn't come out because of the pandemic,
right,
and all that. So they've had this movie out for done for 2 years, and so
it's it looks so good.
Yeah, so
it was definitely worth every minute. It really was, and for us who have been with the franchise since the '80s, and that's where the kicker is. But I don't think the young kids just getting into it will really fully understand how deep it really gets. But man, it's you will. I don't know. Maybe I'm just oversensitive. Maybe I'm just
deep. I'll get deep for a second here. The three of us grew up in a time with no social media, no phones in our hands, no any of that. So we had to talk to each other and get together with each other and go to movies. And it was an experience. Today, excuse me, we have all that at our fingertips. I watched Cruella last night, which, by the way, what a great movie. That was a really good movie. Cruella was good.
I liked it.
I kept me entertained. But I was flipping through what do I want to watch. Oh, Cruella. I've wanted to see that. All right, let's watch that. The excitement and the experience of going to the movie and seeing something like that is gone. So where the three of us have this special tie to Ghostbusters because we grew up with it, the younger generation doesn't, because it's at the ready, it's always there. So
now, Grant, I'm going to sound like the old man in the room real quick, but I don't really mind the on-demand crap because that saves me from going and sitting in a theater with the lady who can't keep her kids quiet halfway through the movie that are sitting there barking and chirping and won't shut up because they just do whatever. Oh, he's just getting it out of his system. You should take him to the bathroom, get it out of his system on his hind end and bring him back in there. Don't shut up and sit down. I just
get off my yard.
I was at a movie. I was at a movie one time. Where I was sitting next to a couple where she spoke English, but he didn't. And she was translating the movie for him.
Oh no.
Right next to me. And I tried to be as nice as possible, but at the same time, I'm like, I turned to her, I said, are you going to do that through the entire movie? And she goes, yeah. And I went, I got to go. I'm out of here. I'm not going to sit here and listen to it be translated. I get it. He doesn't, that's how they do it, but you're invading my, whatever.
Go to the 10 o'clock matinee to do that crap.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. One thing I like about the new movie experience, though, I mean, again, I love going, is the nice chairs.
Yeah, you get the recliners.
Not the ones we used to sit in where, after about 30 minutes, we're like, oh my gosh, my butt hurts.
My hip.
My hip and
nice chairs. What are you talking? We're taking lawn chairs. What are you talking about? We're in Kentucky.
You don't have a nice Cinemark out there, huh?
That's the thing. It is Cinemark. They just don't care. It's Kentucky.
We got these nice leather loungers now in our theaters here. So
you're moving to a downgrade, my friend.
Bring it with me, I guess.
Yeah.
Your theater experience will be go back 20 years, bub.
Now, do you have drive-throughs there? A lot of drive-throughs?
You mean drive-ins?
Drive-ins. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I was about to say, yeah. We got
drive-throughs all over. There's McDonald's and Burger King, and they're all over the place.
But no, honestly, if the music ever pops and I ever make any kind of money off this, I will open. We used to have one, and it died back in the late 70s, very early 80s here. But I would love to open up a drive-in theater and just to have the old school B-rated flicks during Halloween, like the old school Dracula for that stuff, and a few modern movies too. I mean, I think that'd be great.
That'd be awesome, man. We got a drive-in out here in Sacramento, and it's fun to go occasionally and hang out. When they had the COVID, this is the dumbest. Listen to this one. They had the COVID lockdowns and everything. You could go to the drive-in, but you had to stay in your car. You could not get out of the car. I'm like, well, it kind of takes away the point of going to the drive-in, doesn't it? You wanted to get out and walk around and, let the kids run around and play and stuff. Why go to the drive-in? I'll just sit at home.
Sit in your car with your mask on and eat, sheeple. What? I didn't say any of that. I did not say any of that. I've done offended every listener in California at this point.
we don't have very many here anyway.
Yeah, their heads would explode, man.
Yeah.
I'll say it. It's I have said this all along that, you know what? If you want to wear a mask, you want to get your vaccine, do it.
Amen.
Do it. Oh, you don't want to wear a mask? You have a reason for not getting a vaccine? Don't do it. You know why? Because it doesn't affect me. It doesn't affect me. I don't have to live your life. I have to live my life. And that's what a lot of people, especially here in California, can't figure out, is they want to live everybody else's lives for them.
I just don't understand what happened to my body, my choice. I mean, that was a big thing for years. My body, my choice.
Oh, but you notice that it disappeared? Nobody's saying that anymore.
Just like #MeToo, gone.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Yeah.
We're really throwing rocks today, and I appreciate that.
Yeah,
I really do.
Man, Aaron,
Thursday night I went to a Christian show. Torrin Wells was here in town, and me and my wife went. And I tell you what, there was people wearing masks, people weren't. It's just all about being free and doing what you want. And you knew going to the show that, hey, there'd be people not wearing masks. So if you didn't want to be close, you didn't go.
Right. And we just we went to Aftershock about a month ago. 50,000 people there. They had the vaccine. They check your vaccine card when you come in, or you could have a COVID test. I had the vaccine. Aaron's got the COVID test. And there's like 50,000 people there, and I don't know, 1-2 masks I think I saw. What about you, Aaron?
There wasn't a lot.
Yeah, not a lot.
Yeah,
it's something that. Go ahead.
it's just crazy the offense people take about my personal choices or your personal choices. Or I mean, 10 years ago, even 2 years ago, nobody would have cared less what you were doing or how you were living their life. But now all of a sudden, your choices are affecting the pygmies in New Guinea, and we're killing people off somehow. I mean, stop.
Yeah.
Stop.
It's and that's what it really comes down to, is just let people make the decisions for themselves. You know, I have my, I'm going to probably offend some people by what I'm about to say here, but
yes,
yeah, I have my own convictions about abortion. I do, but I also realize that there are some people out there that don't believe the same as I do. And that is up to them to deal with.
Yeah.
It's not up to me to deal with. I have to do what's right for me, and they have to do what they feel is right for them. Now, I will fight that abortion thing, you know, if anybody wanted to come head to head with me on it.
Right.
But I'm not out there telling everybody what to do with their lives, because it's not my place. It's God's place. It's God's place. You know, it's not my place.
Yeah, when it comes down to brass tacks, when it's all said and done, I'm going to be standing buck naked before the Father, answering for me. I'm not going to be answering for you. I'm not going to be answering for my neighbor. I'm going to be answering, what did you do with my son while you were there on earth?
Right.
And that's the question that I've got to answer. I don't have to answer, why didn't you take this shot for Jim, who was mad at you because you didn't take the shot?
Exactly.
Well, because Jim's an idiot. What? I didn't say that. I didn't say that. Jim, you're not an idiot.
Well, and you know, and then God kind of goes, well, you know, I get it. He's not.
I think
Sorry,
someone said one time, you know, what would Jesus do? Would Jesus take the vaccine? And I'm thinking to myself, no, Jesus would start healing people. That's what he did.
We're looking at getting an RV for next year. We're just upgrading into bus, and I made a big bus post about looking for help, or anybody knows can point us in the right direction to get a good deal, where we're not going to get screwed on buying a lemon. Somehow it turned into some lady attacking me about masks and vaccinations, and telling me that Jesus would wear a mask and take the vaccine. I was like, look, lady, Jesus literally touched lepers, and you're going to stand there and tell me that he throw on a mask? Shut up. Go read the word. I mean, hands on. Come on.
I really want to help you guys, but somebody's got to hand me some rubber gloves first. I'll come lay hands on you, but I need my gloves.
Yeah.
Hey, Peter, you got the mask?
Exactly.
Oh, don't get out of the boat. Don't get out of the boat without a mask.
6 feet, John. 6 feet. Yeah, I still love you, but 6 feet.
There's got to be a painting somewhere where they got the Last Supper where they're putting masks on all the disciples.
I'm sure. I am sure there's some liberal idiot down in San Francisco that's got that painted up in his studio apartment.
Oh my gosh. Oh man.
Well, I think we've offended everybody today, so it's a pleasure. This is fantastic.
That's okay.
Oh yeah. Dan Streety and I started we're getting ready to release our podcast called On the Offensive.
Cool.
The lead singer from Bred for War. And that is literally what we're just offending people left and right, talking about all these subjects. Last night it was on Christians and should they be allowed to bear arms and protect and defend themselves. Before it was about mask and Pharisaical preacher. Dude, we're really kicking indoors, because it's honestly come to the point to where there are a ton of Esthers out there doing the jobs of the Davids. And God is wondering where his Davids are to come out and start fighting this stupidity going on in this country.
Well, they're all non-binary,
right?
Confused, you know.
I don't know where to pee.
You know, we're gonna lose a lot of people, Aaron. Upset a lot of people.
Me too.
Hey, if you want someone to come on and help you offend, let me know. I'll gladly jump on your podcast.
My care cup has a hole in it, so it's running empty about who I offend anymore. So, you know, So there we are.
All right. Well, I said to Aaron when we started this out that if I ever got any, that's not very Christian of you, or you should do it this way, or I'm offended, my response was always going to be the same, which was, don't listen.
Right.
There you go.
I tell you, I love to tell people if anything that comes out of my mouth is offensive to you, check it with scripture. And if it doesn't line up with scripture, please come to me and tell me where I'm wrong, point it out to me, and I will gladly look into it and change it if need be. But if you're seriously offended by some of the things I said because it touches you in your feels, that's a good indicator that you probably need to move your feet because I'm stepping on them. And that's what you probably need to change.
Yep.
I mean, that's just the Marine in me coming out. So simplify, do or die. I don't care.
I think there are some people called to love others and be compassionate more than some others. And it's just the role you play. But there are roles where, like, hey, we need to tear down the gates, tear down the doors. We need to fight this whatever way possible. And so I think we all have a role in the the army of God. And I love those who are a little more passionate, a little more compassionate than I am.
Yes,
but also,
indeed.
I think when it comes down to it all, I think they like our role too, where we're a little more fired up about what needs to happen. And so, but I think there's roles for everybody, and I understand their role of kindness and all that. Where I'm like, let's take the walls of Jericho down.
Well, I think I think I followed you in what you're saying here, Aaron.
Yeah.
But I think what's going on, and Christians are becoming a little more wise to this trick. You still there, Patrick?
Yeah, I'm here.
Oh, dude, he was like froze. I was like, maybe we lost you.
I was like, my neighbor's out raking her leaves, and I'm just like, you're wasting your time. The wind is coming. There's going to be more. So I was like a dog and a squirrel quick. Sorry.
Oh, it's all quick. So what I was saying is the Christians are supposed to be nice. We're supposed to be nice and kind and loving and all that. And then anytime a Christian takes a stand, someone from the other side goes, well, that's not very loving or Christ-like of you.
You're not turning the other cheek.
Yeah.
You're not.
I think we lost Patrick again.
Oh
no, I got my drummer beeping in.
Oh,
it's all gravy. We're all good.
Yeah. So, and that's where, we're getting wise to it now. We're getting wise to it now. Cause like we were just mentioning the my body, my choice thing. But what do you think about that, Patrick? I mean, the whole idea of, well, you're a Christian, so you're supposed to be Christ-like, and Christ never would have done something like that. Then you have to throw out, well, Christ flipped over the tables in the temple. He did. He was a man that did do these things.
Do you realize that in the day, it was when Jesus turned around and looked at the Pharisees and said, "Get behind me, you brood of vipers." That was today's equivalent of looking at somebody and saying, "Get behind me, you SOB." That was how impactful that statement was, especially to those people at the time. And when he looked at Peter and said, "Get behind me, Satan," I mean, there was nothing greater than that right there. You couldn't cuss somebody up one side down the other harsher than what Jesus gave to Peter. And that being said, I do fully agree that there have to be those compassionate of us Christians that are extremely compassionate, unlike myself. And I guess you guys are in my boat, so welcome aboard. But those are the people who are going to love these people that are coming out of this. And I also believe that David did not go and take down Goliath with compassion and gentle speak, saying, "Hey, man, just please don't talk about my God and my people that way. Let's just talk. Put down your big old weaver's beam and your sword, and we'll just be cool." No, he struck him, and then he cut his head off with his own sword. So don't tell me that I have to sit back and be passive because your feelings are hurt because you've been blinded by a lie.
See, that's the part of the story that always gets left out, especially in Sunday school, where he cuts his head off.
Yeah. Yeah.
All you ever hear is how he slung it and hit him in the head and knocked him out.
Yeah. No, the stone went into his skull, and then he ran over, picked up a sword, and lopped off that head.
Yeah, because you got to make sure the serpent's dead.
Sure enough.
Yeah. You look like you're going to say something, Aaron.
No, I just
You're
said,
good?
our pastor been talking about the pandemic of fear, like we're having now. And he talked about David, how he had no fear. He's like, hey, you talked about my people and my God, and I'm going to take you out. And that's what he did to Goliath.
Yeah. Well,
And thing is, speaking of passiveness, when Saul looked at David, it's like, David, I need you to take off, and if you go bring me back 100 Philistine foreskins, I'm gonna hook you up with my daughter and some gold, man. And David's like, I'm gonna bring this dude back 200. I mean, David went out and cut 200 wieners and brought back to Saul. So you're telling me we're supposed to be passive? I mean, I think I've ruined my band and your podcast all in 45 minutes. So
it's all good.
Oh, man.
We did go a little long on this one.
Yeah.
Talking about all this Goliath, can we throw in Project 86 Fall Goliath?
Oh, yeah.
Let's do that, because I think that would fit well.
Yeah.
Patrick, thanks for coming on the show. And
thank you guys for having me.
Come on again, and we'll offend more people again. And
listen to this, because we're going to talk about Dave's favorite late night crier,
Jimmy Kimmel
later in the podcast. And so
sounds good.
What about
another segment?
Is there a better specimen of somebody who used to be a guy that is just he
go
just
from the man
handed
show
in
to
his guy
this.
card? What's that?
Yeah, you go from the man show to this. How do you do that?
I don't know. And he cries on command.
Yeah.
So we're going to get into that a little later. How can people find you? Instagram, Facebook?
Yeah, Facebook, Insta. I think we're on Twitter, YouTube.
What's your podcast called again?
On the Offensive. We're going to release that in second week of December. Me and Dan Streety.
Cool.
So, man.
So 3 days under. If you need merch and we don't have it, christianbandtshirts.com. Go get your merch from them. We're trying to support them as well. And thank you guys so much for having me. I've got to go rock out in Newark and Dayton. So
all right.
We love you guys.
Have a good one.
Thank you guys so much.
Take it easy, brother.
Bye.
Bye.